Hello, welcome to the 8th video. Today the question is, how can we tell the difference between imagination and reality? And it's a very simple one. Imagination is a wonderful thing. It can be a great gift. And we can positively harness our imagination, and we believe it to be real, it will manifest. And that's our great gift, and also part of the law of attraction. But what is real is something entirely different. So what we're going to see now is a video that I did a while ago, and it brought very good results, because the person who accompanied me in this example is very positive, and he had trust. Now I'd like you to watch it, and then we go from there, okay? Now please watch the following.
Look at me. Okay, now let's face facts. Okay? Here the people are watching you. They're all going to be paying attention to what you say, to what we are going to do. There are going to be at least 1,000 people who are going to watch you. So how are you feeling right now? Tell me.
Anxious.
Anxious, very good. Now, from 1 to 10, how anxious are you feeling?
6.
6. Okay, so that's not bad. That's not bad. Okay. So now what I'd like you to do is a very simple thing. Okay, can you get a little closer, because I have to touch you? Sure. Okay. Now, I'm going to put my finger on your forehead. Then you close your eyes and feel nothing but my finger. Got it? Now, I'm going to be moving my finger in and out. Feel both your forehead and my finger. And feel the movement of my finger very slowly. Feel nothing else but my finger moving in and out. That's all that exists right now. There's nothing else. Now, how do you feel from 1 to 10? You've gone deeper. A healing has taken place right now, and it's going to stay with you. Yeah, and you're going to be understanding things you never understood before. Thank you, Jesse. Thank you for coming.
Wow. That was deep.
Okay, so what has happened? He was a very good candidate, very trusting. He's very beautiful. Okay, what happens is this: that the moment we enter pure awareness, okay, you enter nothingness, and then healing starts to happen. Why? How does a healing fixes you cut yourself with the kitchen knife. You keep it clean. The next day it's healed. What does it? energizing principle, infinite intelligence, the goodness of life. Okay, it takes care of everything. Trust it, know it. I didn't do anything to Jesse. I simply was a catalyst. I entered pure awareness for a few seconds, but he did it all. Jesse, you did it all. You see? You allowed you.
And now we're going to see how the power of imagination can create so much positivity and power. So, what you have seen was simply imagination with trust and belief. And it brought a change in his life. But what is important, and I'm just going to raise this a little bit. What is important is to also know that when imagination is not harnessed through positive thinking, the imagination goes awry. Now here is something that I want you to understand, which is so important in this video. And please hear it. Hear it like you've never heard anything before. The difference between imagination and reality. When imagination is harnessed through trust, intention, and direction, it also brings in a great power for positive living, because it's a great power of the mind. But there's something very important to understand, that when imagination is not harnessed, then when we do not direct our imagination, our thought processes, through our own directed belief, then imagination goes awry. And it creates all negativity. So when we see a lot of emotional suffering, what we're really seeing, and please listen to this, what we're really seeing is negative imagination goes awry, because anxiety, depression, anger, fear, worry, and all negative emotional suffering is all imagination. Isn't that something? How wonderful it is when you realize it, and how responsible you become to what you are thinking every moment, what you're imagining. Because whatever you imagine to be real always comes true. But when you direct imagination with intention and believe it to be real, it manifests. But even more important is reality. What is reality? Let me give you an example. You know, I used to be, get up in the morning, you know, start work, etc., and the world was very real to me. Everything was real. Just like everybody else, I felt that what I'm experiencing in the world is what we call reality. As a matter of fact, we even have an axiom that says all the time, be real, come back to reality. And we're always thinking of the world. Well, one day I had an experience where I was rushed to the hospital and I felt I was dying, and on the gurney in the hospital I had an out-of-body experience, and I experienced the light. And when I experienced the light, I've experienced the peace, the love and joy that I never experienced in the world. It was something so grand, so beautiful. But what was so important is that it was 100 times more real than daily life. And it only lasted a very short while, because in that state it's beyond time and space. And this is what we know is real. That which is beyond time and space, known as emptiness, known as nothingness, known as spirit. When you begin to realize that in your life, then your life is so rich that you cannot even compare it with anything. Because in that nothing state, in that state of objectiveless, non-objective reality, there is everything that the heart wants. Love, peace, joy, happiness, glories, beauty, intelligence, so vast, so great, that it even defies our imagination. So when I got back into the body and started living daily life again, like I always did, I was a little sad after it was over. I was a little unhappy because I saw how unreal everything in daily life is. But then I learned to put up with it, because I also knew that in my emptiness, in my state of non-judgment, in my state of entering beyond time, such as in meditation, in being still and knowing who I am, in moments of stillness, I would get back to that emptiness, which is the truth. And the truth is always love and joy and peace and happiness beyond even imagination. So, thank you. That is the difference between imagination, harnessed and unharnessed, and the real. The real is limitless. The real has no beginning or end. And the real is you. Thank you and namaste.